Hey, welcome back. It's Friday evening. I hope everyone's looking forward to having a wonderful weekend. This is going to be a quick video tonight. Wanted to bring to your attention at least one thing. I'm actually going to be joining Bowman 53 on Sunday evening for his live card room session. So please tune in. I think it's going to be 8 o'clock Eastern, if I'm not mistaken, so 7 o'clock Central here where I live. I'm looking forward to kind of having a discussion with him. I'm not going to tell you what it's about. I think it's his news to share. So I'm actually really excited to join this live stream, which will be my first, where I'm actually able to join another YouTuber. So I'm really excited about doing that. And I've already enjoyed looking at his content over the years and even just having conversations with him over email leading into this. So it should be a lot of fun. Got Friday Night Baseball on. The White Sox are on. Hard to believe the White Sox and the Cardinals, the two teams that I root for, have the exact same record, and it's a terrible record at that, especially more so for St. Louis than it is probably for Chicago. So it looks like it's going to be kind of a long summer as we're kind of going into it. So, but I don't know, I'm still a baseball fan, so I really enjoyed the season so far, even though that's been really frustrating. Looking forward for the Premier League winding down too, although that's been terribly frustrating too, with my team just being completely a disaster this year under new ownership. I'm hoping that can get righted over the summer. They're actually coming here to Chicago, so Chelsea's actually going to be playing here in Chicago, and I'm looking forward to be able to go to that game with my family, actually. So we're going to be going to that game. It's going to be my nephew's very first soccer game. He's been following Chelsea all this season. He's a little tyke. He's only 6 years old, so it should be a lot of fun kind of taking him along to kind of see even though it's still a friendly, but a fun match nevertheless over at Soldier Field. So looking forward to that. But I just want to take a minute. Sometimes I'm not good about doing this and just kind of marking the moments and passage of time, and also passages of former Major League ball players that have a place in the game, and also have a place probably in the memories of myself or even some people that are close to me. So two passed recently that kind of fit that criteria for someone kind of near to me. And the first one being Dick Groat, who passed away just, I believe, a week and a half ago, if I'm not mistaken. It might have been 2 weekends ago. Known more for his time with the Pittsburgh Pirates, where he obviously won the 1960 NL MVP on the team that won the World Series, when Bill Mazeroski hit that walk-off home run in Game 7 against the New York Yankees. But, I mean, this is a very interesting guy, and he was a lifer in baseball, was always still tied with the Pittsburgh organization well after his retirement. Was a Duke basketball player and played briefly in the NBA too. Now it made me thinking, like, when are we going to see like a lot of players like that just kind of still have that two sports, professional sports careers as we kind of move into the future, because sports are so specialized now, and I'm sure there's some out there I'm missing. I know we had an Olympian recently like play for the Florida Marlins, and I think that should probably count in that criteria as well. But how often are we going to see like somebody that plays both like football, for example, and plays basketball, or, well, they wouldn't be the same seasons, but play football and baseball, or baseball and any other sport, because baseball is obviously going to be an off season to the NHL, NBA, and NFL. But really kind of cool to see it again, because when I was a kid, that was the really cool thing. We saw Deion Sanders and Bo Jackson do that, and we haven't really kind of seen it since. I mean, Brian Jordan, I know, retired from football and then had a very good baseball career too, so he was kind of one that fit that criteria, but he didn't do it at the same time. But I'm hoping we can see that again in the future, because it was a lot of fun to watch as a fan. And then finally, the Cardinals lost another member of their family when they lost their broadcaster, but also a longtime ball player for their team, Mike Shannon. So I know I've shown like this card off before, but the one I was putting together, a 1967 top set. Not a high grade card, but it is a high number, so it's not an inexpensive card by any stretch of the imagination, but a key card for the set. And also because they won the World Series in that season, it's going to have a little bit more value attached to it when they beat the Red Sox in '67. But, you know, Mike Shannon was a longtime broadcaster, and he's part of their Cardinals Hall of Fame there, both in part because of his playing days, but also because of his time broadcasting. And my dad brought this up to me. So we actually went to a game together probably about 6-7 years ago now. And we met his cousin there, my dad's cousin there. And his cousin actually was coach on the St. Louis Cardinals team. And he was actually the one that was pitching batting practice. And he sent this over to me. It was a recording of Mike Shannon interviewing him about being the batting practice pitcher. And I'm going to put the link in the description here. so you can kind of listen to that interview. And I hope you have a chance to open it up. Hope it works, number one, and that you enjoy it. That is all I have for you tonight, and I hope you all have a great weekend.